What is going on, guys? The Iron Hulk is here bringing you, well, you know what I'm bringing you. We have the Hot Toys Spider-Man Homecoming Tech Suit Spider-Man. So I'm just going to give you guys a little preview here. Obviously, that's his original stand, haha. So I have him in my Detolf display case right now. We're going to get into an in-depth review here in just 1 second, but I just wanted to show you guys a pre-review look at Spider-Man. It's pretty awesome. So without further ado, welcome to my review. And we are back. So here we have Spider-Man, Tom Holland, tech suit, Hot Toys. Yeah. Just gonna say right off the bat, I am so impressed with this figure. It really, this is Spider-Man. Yeah, I know some people really enjoyed the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Hot Toys figure, including myself, but now that we're really getting into the Marvel Cinematic Universe designs of Spider-Man, I'm sure you saw the Infinity War trailer. Holy good Jesus, that suit. Amazing. You know, we're really getting, this is like, you know, original Spider-Man. We even get his symbol on the back. This is, yeah, it's just all great. The design on this from Hot Toys is near perfect. I do have some minor gripes, but we'll get onto those later. So let's take a quick look at the detailing on this figure. So let's start with the head sculpt here. It's near flawless. Now, I did watch Dean Knight's review, and seeing that, the head of Spider-Man when I watched that video, I don't know, I felt kind of weird about it, but in person, I'm just so impressed. It feels like Tom Holland's head is in there. I think the Andrew Garfield figure, the two of them, the head just felt kind of like, I don't know if his actual head would fit in that sculpt and that mask, but this one, it makes sense. It works. It obviously the detailing on the web is incredible. The unfortunate part of the head is the seam right here. I think you can see it. It just kind of goes, it's very obvious. But the other issue is you can definitely see the end of that seam right there. You know, and I don't know, maybe they could have done it a different way, like reverse the seam, because, you know, like it starts there, but it's not too obvious, but then it just ends right there. It kind of, I did not really notice it at first. Like, I knew it was there, but the more I look at it, I'm like, ugh, man, that kind of sucks. But, you know, you get used to it, and it's fine. All of the Spider-Man figures have had some sort of issue like that in the past. Fortunately, they haven't really found a way to fix it, but whatever, you know, it is what it is. So let's take a look at the spider symbol here. Oh, wow, there we go. Freaking awesome, you know, homage to the old school Spider-Man symbol. Just, you know, overall, just really, really well done. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but it's going to be a few of them. I think one of my favorite additions to the Spider-Man suit design here is the black, the lining on it. It kind of makes the red and blue stick out a little bit more. It's fitting. When I saw it at first in Civil War, I was like, I don't know, it's okay. But the more I looked at it, I'm like, this actually kind of works. You know, it's a Spider-Man tech suit. There's a lot of stuff this suit can do that no other Spider-Man suit could have done in the past. So, and I do like the little detail here on the sides, and, you know, it goes down to his pants. So he does have like very Tony Stark-ish design patterns here. It's very cool. Detailing on the belt. I don't think he ever uses the belt in the movie, but you know, pretty sure he keeps his web cartridges in there, or it's just there to look cool, because, you know, Spider-Man did have something similar to that in the older comics. I don't know about the new stuff. I don't really read the new stuff, but and we got the design on the arms here. Pretty cool. And I got the webbing. And we got the web shooter here. Pretty well done. He does come with an extra pair of web shooters, and we'll get onto that in the accessories section, but yeah, pretty cool. And yep, I showed you guys the back. Just love that pattern. Love that design. So cool. And we got the boots. Of course, we got the nice detailing on the bottom. Yeah. So, pretty sweet figure. So let's get on to the articulation, and we'll talk a little bit about that. All right, so we have Spider-Man in this like nice little posing pose, question mark? Yeah. Just, this works for me, so we can just show you. It's very Christ-like pose. So we have the ball-jointed head, of course. You can look up, do the 360. I'm not going to do that because I don't like doing that. And then we have a little bit of neck articulation, not too much, at the bottom here. The cool thing about this figure is he does have ratchet arms and legs. I think that's kind of a neat idea. So, you know, it kind of goes up very high. So it's really good for you know, dynamic posing. So he's like, yay! But I do fear if we play with the ratchets a little bit too much, it might, you know, kind of not last too long in the future. So do be careful. But it's great because he can hold poses and the joints won't get loose. But like I said, just be careful. He has double pinned elbows. So it goes up decent. He does have a little bit of muscle. So, you know, it goes up a pretty good amount. So, you know, a lot better than some of the recent Hot Toys figures like the Punisher, which it doesn't bend all the way. It's just a single pivot joint, so whatever. And then we have the usual Hot Toys ball jointed wrist, which, you know, it's fine. It works. That's their thing. It works out fine. So obviously the same thing with this arm. The waist, he can do an ab crunch pretty well. That's about as far as he can go. Kind of wish he could go a little bit more, but what I've realized here is that he does have like an extra piece of padding on his body. Let's see if I can show you guys. And you can see how I'm like squishing it. So he has like this rubber addition, I guess for like the muscles. So it's a lot more defined, which is cool. And I think that's why it hinders, because the top part doesn't bend at all. So I get it. It's for more design aspects than anything. So it looks like he's got, you know, he's a ripped fucking 15-year-old, 16-year-old, pardon my language. And for leg articulation, he can bring his leg pretty high, once again on a ratchet joint. And pretty good. And then bend all the way here, which is nice, once again, for dynamic posing. And then here's the cool thing. So there's no cut here in the ankle, so it's just one whole piece of the boot. But we do have this like majorly awesome ankle articulation. So that's cool. And then my favorite part here is that his toe, which is also just the full boot, no separation here, it can go up. And look, it's still part of the whole design here. Really, really cool design, Hot Toys. I applaud that. Just freaking awesome. So, yeah, so overall, pretty posable. Like the other Spider-Mans, just be careful because this is already happening on the back here. You know, you stretch him out, he's going to have some loose parts on his body that will look pretty obvious. Me personally, I'm gonna put him in a dynamic pose. I'm expecting that to happen. Because I don't, you know, he's Spider-Man, he's supposed to be doing cool stuff. So, overall, pretty well articulated. You know, it works for the figure. I'm sure the homemade suit Spider-Man is a lot more flexible. Looking forward to getting that one soon. But yeah, overall, I'm good with the articulation. All right, so we have all his accessories here lined up. He comes with a ton of stuff. And this is the non-exclusive version. And I do regret not getting the exclusive version, and I'll talk about that in a bit. But let's get into what we have here. So he comes with a backpack to fit, you know, to go on Spider-Man, or if you kit bash a Peter Parker. He comes with these spider wings, which are, they're like this, they're plastic. I thought they were going to be a little bit softer material, so you can maybe just attach it to Spider-Man. So you can have, like, you know, a sort of different look, because he did have these as, you know, just part of his costume in the comic books. And I really like the web wings. I don't know. So this is kind of disappointing. And the way this works, basically, is you kind of position his arms a certain way, and then you just put them on like that, which obviously they won't come on with the stand here. So let's see if we can. So kind of like that. It's, so he has to be flying. It's fine. I just don't think anybody's really going to have him in this pose, considering it was such a short scene. I mean, it's a cool addition, but I just I just wish they you know, gave him a little bit softer material for the wings. But oh well, that's what you get, I guess. Oh well, hey, there's the stand. So there you go. Nothing great about that. So back to the actual accessories. We have this cool little science book. Once again, good for a Peter Parker kit bash thing. And yeah, it actually has words in it. Look at that. Who knew? This is kind of cool. I mean, it's just repeated. But the fact that they did that, I mean, it's just attention to detail, Hot Toys, you rock. And then we have headphones that I don't think he ever uses in the movie, but they were trying to mimic the pretty cool poster of Spider-Man laying down and listening to some music. And then we'll get to that in a sec. So here we have one of the hands, and it's holding this pretty sweet spider thwip web. This actually comes separate, so this comes off. And so you can use this just as a regular, you know, like holding on to a building spider web type thing, or you can attach this, and it's cool. And it really works well. Like, honestly, the balance on this is great. I have a few Spider-Man figures that have a similar sort of accessory, and they just don't work as well as this. So this is pretty sweet. And then we have his plethora of hands, you know, usual Spider-Man hands. We have the sort of slightly clenching, like getting ready to clench or pick something up hand. We have the wall crawling hand, which I love. I think this is pretty sweet. For some reason, my camera won't focus. There we go. You know, good attention to detail. You got his little web shooter activator thing here. Pretty cool. And yeah, hands. We have the Unmasked Spider-Man mask, which I think is really neat. Not sure if it's the same exact like stitching and like it's like the same mask they put on that Spider-Man head, but I like it. It's cool, you know. Tom Holland can hold it, or Spider-Man, or Peter Parker. It's Tom Holland, come on. And then we have the eyes. Okay. These are great. I love that we got the insta-kill eyes, which it's funny because, you know, it's just a cool addition. I don't think I'd ever use it except for like photography. But here's my gripe. Okay, so I have this Spider-Man. I have the head sculpt here, and I have his eyes wide open. Love it. It's like the surprise look, or, you know, just a classic Spider-Man look, depending on which era. And then we have the attachments here. So we have, like, these are like the normal Spider-Man eyes. And then we have the squinty, you know, like angry or very old school Golden Age or Silver Age or whatever Spider-Man eyes. Then we have like the slightly like, you know, concerning way. And then we have, you know, instant kill. Cool, that's sweet. Now, to put them all on, it's a pain in the ass. So, unfortunately, you know, Deadpool came with this, like, magnet thing that just removed the eyes because they are on a magnet. But, unfortunately for this fella here, considering they were almost the same price, he doesn't come with one. So you have to, like, flick off his eyes, and basically what I do is I go above here on the top part of his mask, and it's scary because I don't want to like slip and start chipping away at the paint of his eyes. So you really have to be careful and just put your thumbnail below that little piece here, and then it comes off. And then you just have a creepy looking eyeless Spider-Man. So let's put the insta-kill eyes on here. So it goes on easily. That's, you know, that's the easy part. So once again, you know, it's, there we go. It's fun to have him, you know, have the different expressive. But yeah, that's the only annoying part about that. I just don't want to damage any of the, you know, like the eyes or the, you know, material on his mask. So, you know, that kind of bums me out. But, you know, once you figure out a way to remove, see, like right now I'm having issues with this eye. And you just have to like figure out how to remove it. Yeah, so see, and that makes me afraid to keep doing that because I don't want to scratch anything. So yeah, so there we go. I'll have photos of him with the different expressions on his eyes. And then we have these cool stickers. They gave us stickers. I don't know why they gave us stickers, but it's sweet. This is actually from the end credit Civil War sequence when Spider-Man's little, I think it was his web shooter, I don't know, but it like shines up in the ceiling and we get this cool Spider-Man symbol. This one, I don't know. This one's just cool. So, nice addition. I'm not going to use them. Maybe I'll just display them next to them because I don't want to take the adhesive off. And then we get the two web shooters. I showed you this one already. It's well done. It's cool. And then we get another pair where, well, you can see he can actually attach the thwip, the spider web. So that's cool. And once again, you can do a kit bash, Peter Parker, pretty cool. And then we get the additional webs, which I think these are just the same ones from every other Spider-Man figure, but that's fine. You know, they work. Spider-Man, he needs his webs. Cool. And then, last but not least, wow. This is Mr. Tom Holland. Now, I really do want the battle damaged or whatever, the bloodied, messy hair Tom Holland head sculpt that you get with the homemade suit. But this is great. You know, the detail on this, like, and I know this is like every Hot Toys review. Everybody goes, oh my God, it looks amazing. But this is great. Like, just, I don't know. Sometimes it scares me how realistic they look. Once again, going back to the Punisher, John Barenthal? Yeah. His head sculpt is just scary. It scares me because it's just so spot on. But yeah, Hot Toys, once again, killing it. And, you know, once again, you can, you know, kit bash a Peter Parker. You know, just saying. So, let's do some size comparisons and, you know, we'll get this review over with soon. Alright, so for size comparison, we have the Mark 46 Iron Man, who is, he's a lot bigger, you know, underoos and all that shit. I think that's fitting. Spidey is small. He's a small dude. So he's definitely, I mean, also remember it's an Iron Man suit, so pretty sure Tony would probably be like up to here to him instead. But yeah, I think it scales pretty well, pretty nicely. Now to compare it with a smaller figure, we have this kit. No, I'm just kidding. We have one of my favorites. We have the DX11 Joker. And he's a normal human size, so... And I don't think Heath Ledger was that tall. I could be wrong. So, you know, he is taller than Spider-Man still, obviously, and he is kind of hunched. So that works well too. He's still a kid, like I said before. And this one's a fun one. This one, just throw it in there. Here he is with Hulk. Oh, the Hulk is like scrunched down there. I don't know if you know this about me, but I am a big fan of the Hulk, Iron Hulk, and a big fan of Spider-Man versus the Hulk in the comics. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, probably not, but you can see some Hulk stuff over there. Oh no, I spoiled it! Well, might as well just give it away now. And here is Spider-Man with Tom Holland, Peter Parker. Now, this is obviously a horrible kit bash, and it's actually in the stand, so it looks a little bit taller. Hold on. Here we go. So they're almost the same height. This is from my mechanic Tony Stark figure, the outfit. It's not terrible. I mean, I had to take him apart because I had to show all the accessories for the review, so I'm gonna repose him a little bit, take some pics, but I mean, it works. It's just, you know, if you hunch him down a little bit and you put his head up, it kind of works a little bit, not really. So I do really want to kit bash this guy. I think I'm gonna maybe buy like a cheapo body, like not a Hot Toys one obviously, but one of those lower expense bodies for this guy. But you know, whatever, it works. I think it's cool. It's nice to just have a Peter Parker and a Spider-Man that you actually want to have a Peter Parker with this guy. I didn't want to have a Peter Parker Andrew Garfield figure. I just didn't, I don't want him, you know. But this guy's my Peter Parker, so pretty sweet. So yeah, there you go is my comparison here. So I guess to end this review, I really thank you guys for watching this. It's been a while. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to have shown this figure to you. I know a lot of people treasure Spider-Man. He is one of the top superhero characters of all time, next to Batman. And yeah, I hope you really enjoy this review. So until next time, my friends, adios.